Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going through a 21-day challenge calendar with you guys today, breaking it down step by step so you can go from never having run before to I'm out the door, and I'm going to end with a 10-minute continuous run at the end of this challenge. I've worked with all sorts of people, from professional athletes to everyday people who want to be healthier and happier people in a body that works better. So I'm going to take you step by step through this, and I'm just going to walk through the workouts one by one so you know exactly what to do in every one of them. My name's Joe. I was a semi-professional track and field athlete, retired from sprinting, and have started my aerobic, my longer distance running journey, and it's really fun. I got my degree in exercise science, so I'm going to take you guys along the ride. If you end up having questions, comments, or concerns, please drop them in the comments below. I'm doing this because I want to. Drop me a comment below. I'll see if I can help you out. All right, we are into it here. So this is the 21-day running challenge. Obviously, we're not running every day. If you haven't watched the video before, I think it should be linked up here somewhere. But I go through the mindset I feel like you kind of need to have going into this challenge. We talk about not burning out, making sure we're getting to the point where we have some tissue tolerance, where our muscles, feet, legs, tendons, bones can accept the force that's going into them while we're walking, while we're running. And really, as you can see, there's more walking going on than running here. And again, that's because these things work together. Walking and running do to make you more fit overall. So let's come up here to day 0 in the notes. I want you to go to your local running shoe store, and I want you to get fit for a pair of shoes. If you look up Run Specialty, that's going to be a really safe bet. There are obviously a ton of local stores. I manage a local running store myself, and I can tell you the service you're going to get going to a Run Specialty store is going to be so much superior because we know what shoes you're specifically needing. We can usually do a gait analysis of seeing how you're walking, and that's going to kind of dictate if you need a neutral shoe or a stability shoe. And while that doesn't necessarily matter right away, I'll do a video on it later. Whoever's fitting you should know what that means, and they'll be able to let you try on different shoes and end up leaving the store with something that you should be really confident in that's going to work for you. So coming down, just giving a little background, the little apostrophe here equals minutes. The quotes mean seconds. So for example, day 1, week 1, we have 2 minutes of jogging because we have that little apostrophe. And then if we come over here, we've got 30 seconds of walking, and we can see that because it's a closed quote. Every day, I want to start and end with a 5-minute walk. So get out, get your body moving. It's usually not super advised to go out and start hammering right into your run. Getting that 5-minute walk will let you get synovial fluid, which is like a WD-40 for your joints, if you will. It gets your heart rate up a little bit more than it was, so it shouldn't be such a shock when you start doing that jog. All sorts of good stuff comes from walking, and then obviously we just get more steps and we start building that tissue tolerance, as I talked about already. So every day, start and end with a 5-minute walk. And the last one is the effort should always be conversationally paced. And what that means is I want you to be able to talk to somebody the entire time you're out doing your run. It should be very doable. If you're getting to the point where you are super out of breath, then we know we need to take a step back. We need to walk for a little while longer, and that's totally okay. And then the last caveat is if you don't even feel like you're ready to start jogging yet, and you need to build some confidence, getting out the door, building the habit, any of that, this is awesome because you can do the same 21-day challenge, but we're going to do a slow walk and a fast walk. So get out the door. So for day 1, do a 5-minute easy walk, then do 2 times a 2-minute fast walk and a 4-minute slow walk. If you do that for 21 days, I promise you'll be perfectly ready to hop into this with the intensity that it's at. It's going to be really, really good. So let's hop into day 1 here. So we do our 5-minute walk. If you have some stretches, some routine you like doing before you start walking, running, jogging, I do definitely recommend it. I'll actually end up making a warm-up routine video soon. I just don't have it yet. So if you have any dynamic stretches, if you have any normal stretches you want to do before you start your walk or after you start your walk and before you start the workout, that's going to be totally okay. Definitely go ahead and do that. I'm a huge proponent of stretching. It just makes your body feel better. So there's that. But for the first workout, we're going to do 2 rounds. So we can see we've got this 2 right here. 2 rounds of a 2-minute jog and then 4 minutes of walking in between those jogs. So sequentially, it's going to look like 5-minute warm up, 2 minutes of jogging, 4 minutes of walking, 2 more minutes of jogging, 4 more minutes of walking, catch your breath, and then a 5-minute cool down from there. So you actually end up walking about 9 minutes in a row if you don't stop. All right, the next one should be super easy. We have day 2 as a rest day. Obviously, just go about your life the way you normally do. No real worries here. If you want to go on a walk, I'm never going to say no to a 15-20-minute walk outside. Then we're going to go day 3 and back into some shorter intervals, which are going to be really good for you. It keeps your heart rate up a little bit, and we're going to get some really cool benefits out of it that we'll get into another time. So for this, we're going to do 5 rounds of 30 seconds jogging and 30 seconds walking. So what that's going to look like is 5 minutes walk to start. Then we're going to do that 30 seconds jog, 30 seconds walk, 30 seconds jog, 30 seconds walk, 30 seconds jog, 30 seconds walk, and so on. So we're going to do that 5 times through, and then you'll end with that 5-minute walk. Day 4, rest day again, and then day 5 is going to be our long run. So what that's going to be is same normal warm up. Then we want to get the body moving a little more. We want to elevate the heart rate a little bit, but we don't want to tire ourselves out. So we have 5-minute walk, 2 times 30 seconds jog, 1 minute walk. So we're not getting overburdened by any means. And then we're going to do a 4-minute continuous jog. After the 4 minutes, it's just a nice, easy 5-minute walk back to where you're going, and you're done for the day. This is going to be the one that builds up and will culminate with this nice 10-minute continuous jog down here. The pace for this, as I said, is conversational. In fact, I want you to start easier on every one of these runs than you think you need, and if it's easy enough, you can progress up as you go. Day 6, I find that a nice longer walk, a 20-minute walk, can really help shake out the legs after a longer run like day 5 was. So definitely get it out. It's not mandatory, but if you feel up to it, go ahead and get that in, and then we're back to a rest. So this should be a nice reset, day 6 and 7, back into week 2. Now, this is cool because you already did most of the hard work in learning what these workouts are. They're just going to progress a little bit through the next 2 weeks. So week 2, day 1, we're going to come here. We're going to do 3 rounds of the same thing we did up here. So we're going to do warm-up walk, 2 minutes of jogging, 4 minutes of walking, but we're going to go through that 3 times. End with a 5-minute walk, rest day, and then you probably just saw that jump, but I had the wrong one up. Day 3, we're just progressing by 1 round. So we're doing 6 times, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So walk, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 6 times, 5 more minutes walking, rest day. Then we're going to bump up. So same warm up like normal with the 2 rounds of 30 seconds on, a minute off, and a 7-minute continuous jog. So this is going to be really cool. I think you'll end this one and be really proud of where you're at. 20-minute walk optional, and rest day to recover. So honestly, by the time we get to week 3 here, you're going to be feeling way better about your aerobic conditioning and all of that. This is really exciting. This is optional, but you have 4 rounds. So we're progressing 1 more up of a 2-minute jog and a 3-minute walk. So I dropped it down 1 minute here on the walking portion, but I really think at this point in the calendar, you're going to be able to handle that perfectly. And if not, if you feel like that's too much and you need that 4 minutes to kind of recover and bring yourself down, by all means take it. You're always allowed to modify these workouts to fit what you need with where you're at. Day 3, week 3, we're going 7 rounds of the same 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It shouldn't be too crazy here. You should really start getting into a groove with that 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and finding the pace where you can still talk, you can feel like you're getting some work out of it, but without feeling super dead at the end. And the last one, this is kind of the culmination of the 21-day challenge. You're going to end with your first 10-minute run, which is super exciting because it's just going to build into more and more after that. I know I've talked about it a little bit in other videos, but get ready for the 4-week running challenge that's going to follow this one. And as I said, it's all going to work to your first Couch to 5K if you want to do it. If you want to just be getting out and having a really safe program to progress through, I'm going to give you that as well. So same warm up here. The walk as we've been doing, 2 rounds of 30 seconds on, 1 minute off, get the body ready and moving, and then 10-minute continuous jog. Again, please start a little bit easier than you think you need to. Get into that trot and then build it up and build it up, and you're going to have a really awesome end to your 21-day running challenge. I think getting to the point where you can run 10 minutes continuously is incredibly exciting. I don't know if everyone out there knows how much that matters for your cardiovascular health, for your heart, for your body overall. Being able to do that will make such a big difference. I promise it will. If you can stick to this for 21 days, you'll see amazing results, and then we'll keep building from there. As always, if you've got questions, please drop them in the comments below. I would love to answer them for you. I want to give you all the advice I wish I knew early along in my career. I'm just trying to help people out here, so you should have this free download below. I'll actually hop back over here one more time. So you should see it on this video here, just in the description, but in my previous video, I have it linked as well. You should be able to come down to the description, and I'll have it listed as the 21-day running program. This video is here now. So just downloadable guide, click to the 21-day challenge. It'll take you here to my 21-day challenge. All I need is your first name and your email to send it to. I'm not sending out a bunch of stuff right now. It'll send you an email. You'll just have to confirm that you do want it, just to make sure a bunch of bots don't go get it. But yeah, go ahead, subscribe. I will give you as much useful information as I can. If I do send any emails out, it will be for a good reason. So that is all I've got for you today. I'm so excited about this because I want it to make a difference for you. If you found it helpful and you made it this far, please always leave a like or subscribe. It means the world to me. I'm really trying to grow this for no other reason than to help people out. So if you've got questions, drop them below. Until then, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.